Hi class, this is a quick video to explain something about citing sources that I am seeing in a lot of essays. So this is one of the sample proposal essays, and what I'm going to focus on is this section at the very beginning of the essay right here. And what I want you to note in this section, a couple things. First, you note that there are two parenthetical reference citations here. One thing I really like about this essay is that the author is using all of her own language, all of her own words in both of these two sentences, but also citing that this information, these ideas, are coming from somewhere else. So it lets the author portray those outside ideas, but using her own voice. So if you'll notice, this first parenthetical reference, we have the word youth in quotes. So when we are citing something in MLA style, and we cite with this parenthetical reference, this is telling us that if I go down to the Works Cited page at the end, and I scan down, the first word I should see in that entry is youth, and there it is, right there. So I know youth corresponds to this source here that's cited. The same way, the second citation is the word new. So as you can guess, if we go to the Works Cited page and we scanned down those list of sources alphabetically for the word new, we would find it there. And this is actually not alphabetical, it should be, but we would find it there. And this is the source that she's citing for that one. So one of the things that I keep seeing is that things will be misattributed, okay? So remember, first word of the source, first word of the source. A lot of times, instead of youth with this source, I would see it cited as Young Democrats of America. And if I'm scanning down looking for youth, or for young, I'm not going to find it anywhere. And that's going to force me to go through and read through every single source until I finally find, oh, Young Democrats of America, that's what she was trying to cite. She just miscited it, okay? So in your parenthetical references, it should always be the first word of the source. Now you'll notice with all of these, the first thing is it's all the titles of the article or the page on the website. What that means is, in all these cases, there was no author, okay? If there was for youth voting status, if I was the author, it would say Romesburg, Rod, period, youth voting status, and then my parenthetical reference up here would be, since it's the first word in the citation, Romesburg, my last name, it would be Romesburg here instead of youth, all right? So that's to kind of explain. Just think about when you're citing something in a parenthetical reference, what's the first word in my entry going to be down on that Works Cited page, and that's what's going to go inside the parentheses. All right, so another thing with this, just along with it, this is EasyBib. This is one of those citation generating websites. There's several different ones, but I just want to point out in our class we use MLA 8 citation. That means you have to have this one clicked, MLA 8 citation, and then to put in your citation stuff to figure out how to cite it. If you do MLA 7 or APA or Chicago or any of the other kinds, those won't show up as accurate, okay? Also, just a reminder, even if you've got MLA 8, type it in or have this website cite your source, you still have to check it because it will still get some things wrong.